Now, there's one thing that we are desperate for more of these days: open world action adventure games with online co-op and light RPG elements. Thankfully, Ubisoft have heard our prayers and have finally given us the open world man shooting adventure we've always dreamed of. Let's check out the reviews for Ghost Recon Wildlands.
Ghost Recon Wildlands released on the 7th of March for PC, PS4 and Xbox One. As the latest game to bear the long-standing Tom Clancy name, it changes things up from its Ghost Recon predecessors. This time around you take control of a 4-man US covert special operations team sent to Bolivia to take down the Santa Blanca cartel. Taking place in a massive open world, players are given the freedom to tackle criminals however they see fit, whether that be through stealth, tactics, or just guns blazing. Ghost Recon Wildlands also features 4-player drop-in, drop-out co-op, so you can team up with buddies and go on wild adventures at your leisure.
The game currently sits at a good, not great 76 on Metacritic and 73 on OpenCritic. IGN was the first to post a full review and they gave the game a 7.9 out of 10, saying the game's flaws were in the mission variety, vehicle physics and repetition, but the chaotic open world madness kept them coming back for more.
Games Radar awarded it 4.5 stars out of 5, giving it particular praise to the deep customization, stunning visuals and brutal combat. They even went as far as saying it brought the Ghost Recon franchise back from the dead.
Time also gave 4.5 stars and said the game is the open world shooter you've always wanted.
GameSpot gave a 7 and said the game is a middlingly safe tactical shooter and a slightly wasted opportunity given the ambitious scope of its seemingly boundless map. Plenty of adjectives in there for you.
CEOG Connected weren't quite as forgiving, however, and awarded the game a 6 out of 10. They were critical of the open world, which they thought was boring and littered with repetitive activities, and characterized the game as trying to do everything but excels at nothing.
PC Gamer were also critical of the game's design, tone and general annoyances. Reviewer Phil Savage gave a score of 67 and called the game often good, infrequently great, but in the main it's a bit of a mess.
US Gamer gave Wildlands 4 out of 5 stars, saying the game is all over the place in terms of quality, with some frustrating design decisions and technical flaws, but the open world is magnificent to behold and is good fun for tactical shooter fans.
And finally, PlayStation Universe gave the game a 7 out of 10, calling it a solid open world shooter best experienced with a group of people, but don't expect a good plot or engaging characters.
Now, we played the beta, we thought it was alright.
Yeah.
Felt really stale after a while.
I have to admit, the people who do like and play these kind of games, I do get it. I'm a big well, I was a big fan of Destiny for a long time, and The Division as well I'm a big fan of. So with this though, it looks like Ubisoft are, I don't know, going through the motions a little bit with it.
Exactly what they're doing. There's no imagination in this game, really.
This is what Ubisoft think people want now, and they just
you know what to expect.
Yeah,
you know what you're going to get.
It's a bit disappointing from that standpoint, and the reviews kind of reflect that, I think.
One of the major draws for me was that it's a third-person shooter, but then it switches to first-person when you put the iron sights on, which I don't know what many games that do that. The feel of having a gun in your hand and you're aiming first-person is what made it kind of at least bearable for me.
Any game arguably is fun with co-op, but this is clearly designed with that in mind, because the AI was shit.
Yeah.
The AI teammates were just
Physics was shit. I mean, the helicopters bouncing off the floor.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous.
But you could have a laugh, couldn't you? Like if you, but then that involves multiple.
You're laughing at the game most of the time.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
So that's it for our Ghost Recon Wildlands review roundup. Let us know what you thought of the game down in the comments below, or let us know if you're thinking about picking it up down in the comments. Like the video if you enjoyed it. Hit the subscribe button if you're new around here. Check out more of our content around over here, and we'll see you again in the next one. Bye for now.